Alright, so this is the look that I'm going to try and recreate here. Hopefully the lights don't wash it out too much. So I haven't actually created a look yet solely with Kinetic. That was like the main show on the lid. The purple there. It actually is turning out to be my least favorite of the Triochromes in here. But I'm going to give it a fair chance today and play with it. So I'm going to start off with, it says, oh, I lost it. Gotta go back. Did a screenshot. Let's just do the screenshot. Okay. Good thing I took a screenshot of it. Alright, so the first shade is Tungsten. I'm going to take that on a slightly fluffier brush just because it's kind of blown out on the outer edge. And I'm not prepared as per usual. Here's my towel here to wipe off my brushes. Okay, so I'm taking Tungsten on the outer edge here. I should probably set my screen to not go off every 10 seconds. Okay, what's next? Tungsten. And then Manganese is a little bit lower in the crease, so I'm going to take a different brush. Slightly fluffy, but still precise. I'm going to take this, hopefully better not create, this is not really the way I do my crease, but we're going to try it for today. Alright, it's blending out nice. I like the way it's not, it's grabbing a little bit here, but I mean, that's the problem I have all the time with, that's where my brow bone ends. Brow bone, no, eye socket. Okay, so this is not going to be an exact recreation, but it's going to be my version of it. Okay, so I think that's nice and blended so far. Okay, so Tungsten first, and then Manganese. And then she has Naga on the brow bone part, so I'm taking the, so I took Tungsten, then I took Manganese, and now I'm taking Naga on, ooh, I'm not sure I like that look on me. I think I might try and tone it down with Vertex. No, that's too, on my skin tone it's too dark. So I'm just going to go into, I'm wiping my brush off first, and I'm going to go into the shade Strange, and I'm just going to, I might actually need something lighter just to like overcompensate for that pinkness that's there. So I'm going to go into this palette here. I have it sitting right next to me. It's the Anastasia Pro Volume 1, and it's a white. And there goes Sebastian. So I'm taking that on an actual smaller brush here just to help isolate the color. And see, part of doing this with me is, or me doing this on film, is so you can see that like mistakes that happen when you're trying to follow a tutorial. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. Alright, so I'm going to have to go ahead and redo Tungsten because I blended quite a bit of that away. Tried to correct my mistake. And I might have to go grab Sebastian because he has decided he doesn't want to be out there anymore. So I'm just drinking some sparkling water here. Okay, I'm going to go back into Manganese just a little bit more. Just to redefine that crease there. Okay. That's better. Going back to my picture again. Tungsten. Not doing Naga up there anymore, but that's okay. Okay, so it looks like on the inner corner, she did Naga again, and then Kinetic on the lid. Now, I think for this, actually, I'm not going to put that palette too far because I might need the white to help control the Naga on the inner corner when I do place it there. But I'm going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Manganese. And I'm just going to bring some onto the lid because I think it looks like it's slightly darker there. It doesn't just go from Kinetic into the manganese in the crease. I think she has a bit of the manganese on the outer part of the lid to give it some depth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I want an even smaller brush just to really concentrate the color. Now I really wish this color was a little bit darker. Okay. Do I take negative first? Yeah, I'll take negative first, but I'm going to take it on a dual fiber brush just to give it like a light wash. And I'm going to take that in the inner corner. And bring it, feather it up. Okay, I think I like that. I don't need the white eyeshadow after all. I'm going to take a little bit more manganese. Blend it into the corner for whatever part that I lost there. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of my glitter glue just because I like it. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can wet your brush or just apply it straight, but I always take glitter glue for my looks. Alright, so I just pat that all over the lid. Sorry guys, I'm really thirsty today. Okay, so I'm taking a flat brush. Actually, I'm going to take my finger. No, you know what? Let's take a brush. Let's experiment and let's go in with, I'm going to take the MAC 242 and I'm going to go into Kinetic. We're going to saturate my brush with that there so I don't have to go back into for so many dips. And then I'm just going to pack this all over and blend up. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of... Oh, give me 1 second, Sebastian's flying. Alright, so Sebastian is gonna join us for the rest of this tutorial because he couldn't bear to be out there by himself. So cute. Okay, sit on my knee and try not to eat my makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into Nega with this brush just to blend it a little bit. I'm really not used to not going into the inner corner with the shimmer, so I don't know how, I don't love the way this looks right now. I'm actually gonna take a bit of that white because it's building up quite a bit and I don't love how dark it is. So I'm just gonna lighten it up with that white there from that palette. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with Kinetic and then I'm gonna take a small brush and I'm going to go into manganese. I'm going in the outer corner again. Nope, don't need it. Alright. That is looking decent. Where's my other brush? Manganese with this brush now. I'm just bringing it into the crease. What did I use for tungsten? I don't think I need to go back in for more tungsten. I think it looks pretty blended out there. Alright, I am going to go now and do the other eye, add some eyeliner, and come back and finish the look. Okay, for the lower lash line, I went ahead and completed this eye. I'm going to start with my Laura Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Magnetic Pink, and I kind of want to get a new one of these because I don't really love how shimmers apply on top of it, but it's what I have right now, so I'm going to use it. I did add a little bit of something on the lid just to help things blend together better. I took my KVD Alchemist palette in Pink Opal and I just applied that in this part right here on both sides just to blend it, just to give a bit of more dimension because I was not liking how they were coming together. Like, I need to pull in other shimmers for this palette to work for me. It is what it is. Okay, so where's my tiny little brush? It's lost here in the mess. Oh, and I also added some eyeliner. I added this Sephora, it's actually a lip liner, but I used it as an eyeliner because I wanted like a reddish, purplish color on the lash line. I added that and then I lined it because I wanted more of a red. So I used my Huda Beauty palette in the shade Maneater. Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette in the shade Maneater. That's better. So use that to set the liner. Now I'm going to go into a combination of things. I'm using my ABH Glow palette, Glow Stick, Glow Kit. And I'm using the shade Gumdrop. It's shattered so I can't lift it too far. But I'm taking that on the inner corner because I wanted to add a pink sheen. So I'm taking that on the inner corner, and I'm also going to take it onto the lower lash line. I like the pink glow that it gives. And I just took it just a little bit onto the upper lid, and I'm going to go over it with the pink opal from this palette here, just to add a bit more oomph. And I'm taking that to the lower lash line. And then I'm taking the shade, I'm going to take a combination of manganese and tungsten, and I'm going to apply that to the outer edge just to give some light purple dimension. And then tungsten over top. And I'm just taking a smidge of tungsten on this brush just to help blend out the corners here. Okay, that looks about even, I think. I'm going to go back in to the KVD. Oh, I'm dropping everything today. It's one of those days. Alright, so I'm going to go back into the pink and I'm just going to take it over top just to blend those two seamlessly. And then for my lower lash line, I just went in with the clear because I didn't really know what else to do. Not clear, sorry. Like a cream color. This one's by ABH, the one I always use. Okay, and that completes this eye look. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara. If you want to know what I used for highlight, I used the Natasha Denona blush palette, and I used this highlight right here, and I used this blush right here, so these two. And that's what I have on my face. For foundation, I just used a little bit of my Wet n Wild because I'm not really going anywhere and I don't need this makeup to last, so I just applied that to it. Alright, I will be right back to apply mascara and show you the final look. Alright, and this is the final look with the mascara on. Alright guys, so editing me here, I was just editing back my footage from the makeup tutorial that I did today on this. And two things that I didn't say during the video that I felt like I wanted to say, but I didn't really want to add a text thing into the video. When I was watching my video back and editing it, I do have a blue vein here that makes it look like I didn't blend my eyeshadow down, and that was driving me nuts the entire time almost, and I wanted to like insert a text, but I was just like, excuse me, I'm talking here. But I didn't, because I didn't really know like how to like pinpoint it out, but like I had this vein here, and sometimes on camera, like in real life, I can't see it as bad, but for some reason on video playback, when you're watching it, you can see it. It looks like I didn't like, it looks like I need to like take my makeup sponge and like blend up the eyeshadow because I blended it down too far, but that's not the case at all. It's an annoying blue vein that I have to deal with, and I'm going to be more self-conscious of that now, or self-aware when I'm doing tutorials, because yeah, it doesn't bother me, but like it's a thing that's on my face that I have to deal with. Enough of that said. Next thing I did want to add that this blue purple color, I want to do a tutorial next. I don't know if I'm going to film it or not, but I do want to use this color in with like a dark navy blue because I feel like this eyeshadow, I like it now that I've actually used it and I'm seeing it in different lights. When I swatch these three colors here in this light, they all look different in this light versus say in my bathroom light where I have like an overhead light. You can actually see the different twists. Like this one has like a nudie, what other colors were in there? I can't remember, but I was like green. I think, does it have green? I think it might have green in it. I know the color flip definitely has green. So whenever I go into the bathroom and like wash my hands, like I can just like turn my head, I can see all the different colors that Natasha Denona was talking about when she was like mentioning these colors and like the multi-dimensional colors that are in it. Anyways, this color has definitely grown on me today now that I've actually used it as like one of the sole colors on my lid as the focus. Yeah, other than that, I just wanted to say those things and back to the video. For lips, I use something simple today. I just used my Pale Fire Nectar lip gloss from Pat McGrath. And for mascara, I just used Benefit They're Real because I had a little bit of mascara left over from this morning, so it was easy to layer on top of that. I will zoom in to give you a close-up. So that is the eyes there. And then the rest of the face with everything all completed. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. Don't mind the background. I did not make my bed today. Just one of those days. Alright guys, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't remember how close this was to, I don't think it was very close at all to any of the looks that I did in my 3 looks 1 palette with the one I uploaded before. Today was the first time I'm actually using Kinetic all over the lid as like the standalone color, I guess you can say. I like the way it turned out. I like how it turned out with the extra shimmer that I added because, you know, I'm a shimmer girl all the way. Anyways, without rambling on, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and you will see me in my next video. Bye!